Nubik and no fear. Nubik will be the one to die. Force stabbed actually to the hike, but he will still die because Puppey with the freezing field catches out PGG Viper. That freezing field is just a wrecking ball right now. That is going to be only 2 people alive.
Well, I always like to be in the hometown of a player that we have. So Mid1 is here, he's showing around stuff. But Genting is like a place that he usually doesn't go to, so we can't really. We're exploring Genting basically right now. But yeah, it's fun. We went to like some temple place. I don't exactly remember how it's called. But yeah, we took the. What is it called? Sky Avenue or something like that. Yeah, like the one with the underneath glass one, you know. Paid an extra, had like slacks with us and stuff. He lied to us that we were going to Monkey Island, but there was no monkeys. There was no monkeys. He lied to us. Right. Yeah. I mean, handling is one thing, changing players is the other. Because like people leave all the time. You know, pretty much almost every TI, like either somebody leaves or somebody gets changed and you have no control really over it. You can hold a person down by contract or something like that, but like that's also like inhumane. So overall, yeah, no, it's like it's kind of like the development of this esport overall. In Dota, nobody really knows exactly what they really want. And it constantly just shuffles all the time if necessary. When there's 5 people that kind of understand what they want and it kind of fits the criteria, then you won't have these problems. But a lot of the times it is connected to changing yourself, and not many people have that will to change themselves and become a different person or something. I can give you an example of a player like Matumba Man, how he has literally become a different player throughout the years and years he's played in Liquid. Like he didn't play exactly the same way he's playing right now at the start of Liquid, and that's a big change for him. Like that, he did exactly what he needed to do in order to win TI, and not many people do that. So you kind of like start worrying where's this team going, and like so on and so forth. And usually like when people refresh themselves and leave a team or join a team or whatnot, like or get removed from a team, they usually have like different ambitions and they might change themselves naturally. So yeah, it's just like it's just all humane, to be honest. Like what is going on, it's just very like obvious. It's just like it just depends on how it's dealt with at the end of the day. Fnatic's issue is because it was just dealt really badly. Like you gotta tell why, because he's been there for 2 years and he's like your old dog. It's like is literally like kicking fear out of the team and not telling him about it. You know, it's kind of like disrespectful. But the change is totally fine, in my opinion. It just should be handled better. Well, I usually believe in every player, regardless of whatnot. And I think the thing is, like, in this team right now, I had a very good position after TI, in my opinion, that believed in me, in a sense of like I could get players that I believe in too, also that want to do the same thing as I wanted to do. And yeah, I have people that basically play their roles really well, and they want to keep getting better at that. They don't literally start thinking of doing something else constantly. When you have players, like you can have an all-star team, and in that team, a lot of people, like you can connect them all together. Like you will have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth position player, but like they want to do, maybe some guy wants to really play mid now, and like it just keeps going. That guy wants to do that thing now, and apparently like it just starts getting broken and stuff, and like egos get in the way of problems instead of actually just focusing on what you're really good at. Or perhaps you are good at mid lane or whatnot, but perhaps it's your ego just telling you that you want to be the best at that thing. It's like I get the ambition, but you're not helping in that sense. You're kind of like it's like everybody wants to become, I don't know, the CEO of the team or something like that, or whatnot. Like, no, it's not going to help if we all try to be the same guy. It's not going to help if you all try to be captains too. Like, it's just gonna where's the guy that plays really well mid lane? Where's the guy that plays really well easy lane or something like that, or like carries and whatnot? If you all want to like swap around and do stuff all the time, it just becomes really chaotic and miserable, because it's not like nothing's working out. It feels like you're walking into nothing. Well, it's important to change to the right direction. It's very hard, but it should be natural. Like you should think that you should always be the best player for your team, not the best player for yourself. I think it's in a very good state right now. For me, I think the future holds in only 15 to 20 years, in my opinion. It's because this, in my opinion, is still the beginning. It's the beginning of esports, because it now reached an area where it's not underground. Because before it was kind of underground, like people didn't really care about it and whatnot. But now you can actually see that people care about it, and prize pools are big and promotion is huge. But it's still not at a level of a regular sport. Not to say that I want it to be, but it's still the level of professionalism that needs to be there. We still have everything that is necessary to become professional, in the sense of like this is no different between a guy talking, like having an interview in like basketball or something like that. This is no different. This situation is no different. But it's the level of respect that gaming needs to like get to. It definitely needs to make people understand that this is a very hard thing to do, because gaming is not as easy as people think it might be. And I'm not saying it's really hard for me in particular. It's kind of a talent thing a lot of the times too. And I don't know where it really like, I know exactly where I got it in a sense of how my life, pursued it. But in this sense, it's hard to make it. It's harder to make in gaming than in poker probably. And if anybody would tell you that I want to be a great poker player and you're not really good at anything, like gambling, not gambling wise, but like games overall, you would tell them don't do it. But a lot of people want to do it, right? But it's like, it's very narrow. You can't become the best chess player also. Like it's just, it's very narrow what you can do with your life and stuff and whatnot. So it needs to get to that respective level where people understand, oh, this is hard. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is healthy or whatnot. It's just supposed to be respected. Yeah. Well, I'm not really thinking of no legacy, honestly, because I just want to be myself and kind of like play the game as I love and live a life in that sense. Legacies are very, they can be manipulated in that sense. Like you can try your best to be whatever you want to be, and then at some point you can make a mistake and it becomes like tainted forever. So like, so yeah, like I don't think I strive for any legacy anymore. I used to perhaps, and maybe that was an incorrect decision of me anyway. And I should just kind of like make myself happy and play with teammates that I like to play with, and kind of just enjoy life. Oh, thank you for supporting us, and thank you for supporting Mid One. He really needs that Malaysian pride. Yeah, Malaysia Belay.